Hello, Gateway Kids. I've got a good book to read to you today that is brand new. It actually was written 1 year ago in response to the COVID pandemic. This book is called And the People Stayed Home, and it was originally a poem written by Kitty O'Meara and illustrated by Stefano de Cristofaro and Paul Pereira. Let's find out what happens in this book. It's got lots of really great pictures that are fun because you can take a look inside other people's little lives. So we've got some fun end paper here. There we go. And this book is dedicated to Philip, who makes staying home an endless, surprising adventures. And the people stayed home. And the people stayed home. I'm going to zoom in so you can see some of these windows here. There's cats and guitars and plants, all sorts of things. Does this book look like it takes place in a city or a country? It looks like it takes place in a city to me. And they listened and read books. That's one of my favorite parts of staying home. And rested and exercised and made art and played games. Look at all the things that people are doing at home. I bet that some of you have done some of these things in the past year too. And learned new ways of being. And were still. Still puppy. And they listened more deeply. Do you think they're listening to the goldfish in the bowl? Fish are very quiet. Some meditated, some prayed, some danced. Some met their shadows. And the people began to think differently. That person's holding a caterpillar from their houseplant. And the people healed. I like how the people in this picture are kind of hidden and the cats are too. Right, so there's 2 cats and then 1, 2, 3, 4 people kind of hidden through the plants. And in the absence of people living in ignorant, dangerous, and heartless ways, the earth began to heal. So we got a bunny, some deer, a bird. And when the danger passed and the people joined together again, they grieved their losses. And made new choices. And dreamed new images. And created new ways to live as they had been healed. Look at this beautiful picture. We've got somebody swimming with the fish. We've got somebody gardening, people dancing, and the dog running. Somebody gardening here. Somebody lying in the sun. And then somebody reading. Oh, no, actually that's somebody painting. And this is a little bit about the author. So I'm going to read this very little tiny bit about the author, not the whole page. And The People Stayed Home was written in the early days of the global coronavirus pandemic. For Kitty O'Meara, who lives in Wisconsin with her husband Philip and their 5 dogs and 3 cats, life was quieter than usual. This slowing down gave Kitty time to think deeply. One day, Kitty wrote a poem about what might happen during the pandemic and after it. Kitty's words teach us the importance of spending time with ourselves and the people close to us, listening deeply, and doing what we love. She believes that when we are kind to ourselves and others, and when we use the special gifts we each have, we can make the world a better place. So I love that this book shows all of the different ways that people spent the time when they were at home during this pandemic. And I think it's a really good example of somebody taking a really awful situation and making something beautiful and thoughtful out of it. I hope that you enjoyed this as well, and I hope that it made you think about some of the things that you did differently when you stayed home over the past year, now that we're finally getting back to a little bit more like normal. Have a great day, and stay safe.